In the 7th of September 1940, German Air Force, called the Luftwaffe, flew across the British border. They were assigned a mission to bomb the head station of the British Air Force. But something went wrong. Two of the German planes lost their course and accidentally bombed the British capital of London. Hitler and other Nazi leaders understood that scaring, killing, and destroying the people's homes were very effective, maybe even more effective than taking out the Air Force. These were of course very inhumane, and Hitler had even made an agreement with Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, that killing and bombing civilians would not be accepted. The first attack came as a shock to the British. Very few people had time to go to safe rooms and bomb shelters, so a lot of blood was shed that night. After that first attack, England suspected another one, so they started preparing for it. As they started preparing for the next attack, they built bigger public bomb shelters. They also started stacking sandbags against the walls of the buildings to protect them from explosions and fire. The British attack on Germany went successful, but what the British people did not know was that earlier in a speech Hitler said that if England would try to bomb them back, he would burn London to the ground. London was a symbol. London was the biggest city in England and also the most developed. It was the strongest one and had the best economy. Winston Churchill said in an interview that if they would lose London, he was sure that England would also lose the war. After England's attack on Germany, Hitler was furious. In short after, more German planes circled over London than ever before. The planes started to drop bombs that instantly started small fires. All the fires came together and built many big fires. Most of the firemen at that time were amateurs, and it was not enough of them to handle the fires. The next day, when the ordinary people came out of the bomb shelters, they got shocked. Almost all of London lay in ruins. Those buildings that hadn't burned down had been blown up by the explosions. Many of London's famous buildings were spared, and that meant a lot to the British. England started to rebuilding London and all the other places that the bombing had destroyed. Finally, the British Air Force started to advancing and winning the air battles against the Luftwaffe. They pushed the Germans back and finally won the war.